If you're ambitious but lazy, your brain is playing a cruel trick on you. You have massive dreams, crystal clear visions of success, and enough ideas to change the world. But when it comes time to actually do the work, you suddenly find yourself scrolling social media, binge watching Netflix, or doing literally anything except the one thing that will move you forward. Sound familiar? Here's what's really happening. You're not actually lazy. You're trapped in a psychological pattern that makes your brain choose comfort over growth every single time. And the worst part? This pattern gets stronger the longer you stay stuck in it. But today, that changes. I'm going to show you exactly why your brain sabotages your ambitions and give you a proven system to break free from this cycle once and for all. Let me paint a picture of your current reality. You wake up with the best intentions. Today's the day you finally start that project, work on your goals, take action toward your dreams. But then you check your phone for just a minute. That minute turns into an hour. Before you know it, half the day is gone, and you tell yourself you'll start after lunch. Lunch comes and goes. You feel tired, unmotivated. You promise yourself tomorrow will be different, and the cycle repeats. At night, you lie in bed feeling guilty and disappointed in yourself. You know you wasted another day. You make plans in your head and feel motivated for a moment, but when tomorrow comes, the motivation is gone, and you're back to avoiding the very thing you know you should be doing. This isn't happening because you're weak or because you lack intelligence. This is basic psychology. Your brain is designed to avoid pain and seek pleasure. When you think about working on your goals, your brain sees effort, uncertainty, and the possibility of failure, so it offers you an easier option. Check your phone, watch a video, do something that feels good right now. Your brain rewards you with dopamine, you feel better temporarily, and your brain learns that avoiding your goals makes you feel good. But here's the harsh truth. Your clock is ticking, and nothing is changing. Every day you wait is time you waste, and if you're not careful, your life will start to look flat, predictable, and totally uninspiring. You'll spend years in the same patterns, with maybe small improvements if you're lucky, but never the exponential growth you're capable of. The solution isn't more motivation. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings come and go. You need something stronger. You need to understand that discipline isn't something you're born with. It's something you build one small decision at a time. Let me tell you about the ancient samurai principle called Kaizen, the way of small improvements. There once lived a young samurai named Yuki, who dreamed of becoming the greatest warrior in the land. He spent hours talking about his plans and imagining victory, but when it came time to train, he always found excuses. Years passed, and while his dreams grew larger, his skills remained small. He discovered that dreams without action quietly waste time, and time once lost can never be reclaimed. The samurai understood something crucial. The mountain is climbed one step at a time, not by staring at its peak and wishing to be there. Even if the steps seem small, they lead to strength because they are repeated. This is your first breakthrough moment. Stop trying to transform your entire life overnight. Pick one thing, one small thing that moves you toward your goal. Maybe it's working for 15 minutes, writing one paragraph, or making one phone call. What matters isn't the size of the action, it's the consistency. Here's what you need to accept. You're probably never going to wake up bursting with energy and excitement to work on hard things. You're going to have to do it anyway. Every time you take action despite the resistance, you're rewiring your brain. You're teaching it that discomfort isn't dangerous and building the muscle of discipline. Let me share the most powerful technique I know. It's called the 5-4-3-2-1 rule. The moment you think about doing something productive, you count down from 5 to 1 and just go. No thinking, no doubting, no maybe later. Just act before your brain jumps in with its usual sabotage routine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, move. But you also need to change your identity. Stop saying you're lazy. That's loser talk. Start acting like the person you want to become. Say this instead. I'm the kind of person who shows up every day. I'm someone who finishes what I start. I'm the type of person who takes action even when I don't feel like it. Your brain doesn't know the difference between truth and repetition. Keep saying you're lazy and you'll keep being lazy. Start saying you're disciplined and your actions will follow. Your environment is controlling you more than you realize. If your phone is next to you, you're going to check it. If your workspace is messy, you're going to feel scattered. Successful people don't have more willpower than you. They have better systems. They remove temptations and create spaces that make it easy to focus. Turn off notifications, put your phone in another room, clean your desk, and protect your focused work time like it's sacred. Here's something you might not want to hear. You need to stop consuming so much content about success and productivity. All those videos and articles feel like progress, but they're not. They're another form of avoidance. Your brain tricks you into thinking that learning is the same as doing. You already know what you need to do. You need to stop learning and start executing. You also need to understand the psychology behind your procrastination. You're probably dealing with perfectionism. You have such a clear vision of success that anything less feels like failure. So you wait for the perfect plan, the perfect moment, the perfect conditions. But perfect never comes. Perfectionism isn't about having high standards. It's fear disguised as excellence. It's your brain giving you an excuse to never start. Because if you never start, you can never fail. Let me be brutally honest. You're afraid that if you actually try and it doesn't work out, you'll have to face the truth that maybe you're not as special as you thought. That fear is paralyzing. But here's what you need to understand. Failure isn't the opposite of success. Inaction is. When you fail, you learn something. When you do nothing, you learn nothing. The key is to make your first step so small it feels like cheating. Instead of study physics, make it open the PDF and read the title. Instead of write a book, make it write one sentence. Break it down until it sounds so easy that even your goldfish could do it. Clarity kills inaction. The reason you're paralyzed is because you're staring at the whole mountain instead of taking the first step. Here's what's going to happen when you start taking action. You're going to feel resistance. You're going to want to quit. You're going to have days where you fall back into old patterns. That's normal. Progress isn't a straight line. The difference between people who succeed and people who stay stuck is simple. Successful people don't let one bad day turn into a bad week. They acknowledge the setback and get back on track. You need to stop beating yourself up. Guilt doesn't motivate you. Shame doesn't make you better. Practice self-compassion. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to a friend. Forgiveness isn't about letting yourself off the hook. It's about giving yourself permission to try again without carrying the weight of past failures. Remember, you're not lazy. It's what you've been doing. And there's a difference. Who you are is someone with dreams, potential, and the ability to change. What you've been doing is avoiding discomfort because your brain hasn't learned yet that discomfort leads to growth. The decision to change starts now. The word decision literally means to cut off. You're no longer the person you were yesterday if you've made a decision to change. That person doesn't exist. Imagine if your car got stolen. You couldn't wake up the next day and use your old vehicle. You'd have to find a different solution. Think about your decision to change the same way. If you decide to become someone who works out every day, or reads books, or takes action on their goals, you are no longer the person who doesn't do those things. Your ambition without action is just fantasy. Wishing won't build the life you want, but action without self-compassion won't last either. You need the discipline to take action even when you don't feel like it, and the compassion to forgive yourself when you fall short. That balance creates lasting change. Stop watching videos about change and start being the change. Stop planning your life and start living it. Stop waiting for motivation and start building discipline. Take one small step today, because that step will teach your brain you're serious this time. Take another small step tomorrow, and that momentum will grow. You've spent so much time imagining the life you want. Now it's time to build it. Not someday, not when you feel ready, but now. You're capable of so much more than you've shown yourself, but nobody is going to do this for you. You're the only one who can break this cycle. On the other side of this struggle is the version of you that doesn't just dream, but does. Go be that person, starting right now.